Okay, so welcome back. So the topic that we are going to start today is 2D transformations. Now we quickly have a look that after doing your output primitives and also seeing how to draw a line, how to draw a circle, how to color the interior areas using area filling and scanline area fill scanline algorithms. And also then moving on to what is 2D transformations. Okay, so once I have the object with me, right, so say I am going to draw a 2D coordinate system here. Okay, and so this is my x, this is my y, right? So I am just drawing a line out here with this as my first point, this as my second point. So this is P1 and this is P2. Okay, so what all things can I do with this line? Okay, can I shift this line somewhere out here? So my line gets shifted here. So this becomes my new P1 dash and P2 dash. Okay, so this is one thing that I can do with the line. The second thing that I can do with the original line is I can increase the size of the line. That becomes P1 dash and P2 dash. Okay, so the third thing that I can do with the line is, so this is my first transformation, this is my second transformation. I'm going to show you out here. I can move this line out here. I can show this line out here, P1 dash, P2 dash. This becomes in my second quadrant at minus xy. Okay, so this is my third transformation that I can do with the line. My fourth transformation I could do is, so that's again my coordinate system with the line out there. So this is my original line, that is P1 and P2. So what I can do is I can also put my line out here. So this is my P1 dash and this is my P2 dash. So whatever I done is I have rotated this line by angle theta, right? So what have we seen in my first transformation? I have seen that I have shifted this line, right? In my second, I have seen that I have magnified this line or else resized the line. In my third, I have seen that I have created a mirror image for the line. And in the fourth, I have seen that I have rotated this line, right? So these are all the kinds of transformations that are possible when I am dealing with 2D transformations. Okay, so not this, but there are a lot more to this. Okay, so shifting is one type of transformation. Resizing the object is another type of transformation. Creating a mirror image is third type of transformation. Rotating the object by some angle is fourth type of transformations. So that is what we are going to see in this session. As in, we start with some basics and the basics go like this. So this is what we are going to cover in this particular transformations. So whenever I want to start with transformations, the first thing that I should understand is something about coordinate system. Right? And as we are dealing with 2D, two coordinate system, so it is two-dimensional coordinate system. That means, so that means this is x and this is y. Okay? Yes. So this is your region, that's 0, 0. As you go this side, x increases from left to right. As you go up, your y increases from bottom to top. Okay, so this is nothing but your 2D coordinate system. Now, any point in this 2D coordinate system, say Px comma y. Since this is a point in 2D coordinate system, I write it as x comma y, right? Now, please have a look how am I going to write it in a matrix format. So, my P is equal to a matrix. Since this is a single point, okay? Since this is a single point, I am going to write it as x, y. So, how many rows are there? 2 rows. How many columns are there? 1 column. So, 2 rows imply that we are dealing with 2D coordinate system. Okay. and one column implies that there is a single point. Right? So by this, what do we mean by this is, now I move a bit ahead, and moving a bit ahead, again I'm going to draw a coordinate system. Right? But then now there'll be a line with P1 as x1, y1 and P2 as x2, y2. Now how am I going to write this in my matrix format? So there'll be my P matrix, that is point matrix, with a matrix thing. 2D है तो 2 आएगा, that means there'll be 2 rows. Okay. But single point के लिए there is a single column. But now how many points are there? 2 points are there. So there will be 2 columns in it. So 2 columns means there are 2 points. Okay. So for my first column, so this will be my first column. And this will be my second column. Okay. So what am I going to put up in my first column is x1, y1, and what am I going to put up in my second column is x2, y2. So this goes in for P1 and this goes in for P2. Okay, 2 rows because 2D coordinate system, 2 columns because there are 2 points in my line, so P1 and P2. So how am I going to proceed for a triangle? What am I supposed to write for a triangle? So if there is a triangle with P1, P2 and P3. So my P matrix will comprise of 2 rows and how many columns? 3 columns. One for a P1, second for a P2 and third for a P3. So for P1 I'm going to write x1, y1. For P2 it's an x2, y2. And for P3 it's x3, y3. So this is about your point matrix. So this is nothing but we call this as a point matrix. Again useful when I start with your 2D transformations. Okay. So this is in short what I mean by a point matrix. Okay. So now we move ahead. So for a square I'll have how many columns? For a square I'll have 4 columns. For a pentagon I'll have 5 columns. For a hexagon I'll have 6 columns, right? So as on the number of vertices go on increasing in the object, the number of columns will increase in the matrix, in the point matrix. The number of rows will remain the same because it's 2D coordinate system and every coordinate will comprise of x and y only. Okay, so this is the basic thing for 2D transformations. Now we see how are we going to start with the transformations. Okay, so what are we going to start at the first thing with the transformations. So whenever I pick up transformations, right, so what are the basic transformations rather? So the basic transformations are number 1, translation, number 2, rotation, and number 3 is scaling. Right? So first is translation, second is rotation, third is scaling. These are the 3 basic transformations. So when I say translation, what am I doing? So when I say translation, this is x, this is y, right? So any line on my original line P1, P2, say I am translating it out here. So this becomes my P1 dash, this becomes my P2 dash. Okay. So what is happening is, it is also getting translated in the x direction. It is also getting translated in the y direction. Okay, so there are 2 particular directions in which your translation or a shifting is happening. One is in the x direction, the other one is in the y direction. Okay, so this was your original y. but now my y has changed to this particular location. So there is a displacement of this amount in the y direction, right? So this is translation. Similarly, when I move on to rotation, x and a y, a line P1, P2, that's my original line. Now I try to rotate it at this location. So this becomes my P1 dash and this becomes my P2 dash. So I am rotating it by an angle theta. Okay. So this is what I am going to do in rotation. Similarly, what am I going to do in scaling is x and a y with my original line as P1, P2, right? So what will be the value of this line, right? So it is P1 dash and P2 dash. So what have I done? I have resized the line. I have increased the size of the line in whichever direction. So that becomes my scaling. So these are the three basic types of transformations that we are going to see in the session. Okay, translation, rotation and scaling. Okay, so in this particular session, we are going to start with translation. Okay, so starting with 2D translation. Okay, and when I am starting with 2D translation, so again I am going to draw a coordinate system. And now we are going to consider it for a single point. So Px comma y, right? And I want to translate it somewhere out here. So this becomes my P dash x dash y dash. Simple? Yes. So this is my original point. So my original point is Px comma y. My output is P dash x dash y dash, right? So how am I going to translate it? That is what is the question is. And for translating it, now please listen, this is my current x, okay? And I am going to shift my x by this particular amount. Okay, and similarly, I'm going to shift my y with this particular amount. So this is the translation that is happening in x. So this is the amount of translation happening in x direction. And this is the amount of translation that is happening in y direction, right? So I'm going to call this as tx and I'm going to call this as ty. That means any value added to tx will give me tx. So x plus tx will give me x dash and y plus ty will give me y dash. So how am I going to put the values here? So my x, that is original value, plus a tx gives me x dash and y plus a ty gives me y dash. So these are nothing but the values that you are adding. So these are the translation units by which you are shifting, also called as translation vectors. Okay, so these are the translation vectors by which you are adding your points to, so that you get the final values. Okay, so now we just quickly have a look at the matrix and how am I going to construct the matrix for this. Now, what is the point matrix? So I am going to write my point matrix as xy plus my translation matrix as tx, ty to get me my final values as x dash, y dash. Is this perfect? Yes. Now just see, this is P, this is the translation matrix and I get P dash. So what is the formula? P plus translation should give me P dash. Okay, so this is nothing but a 2 cross 1, this is again a 2 cross 1, this is again a 2 cross 1 matrix, the resultant matrix. Okay, so this is all about your basic translation that is going to happen. So my translation values out here could be a positive value, could be a negative.